Tonight, Conference USA football returns to Ruston, Louisiana, as the Louisiana Tech Bulldogs meet the pass-happy HBU Huskies out of the Southland Conference. Good evening, everybody. Welcome to Joe IA Stadium with Chris Mycoskie. I'm Lyn Rollins. Chris, this is an intriguing matchup, and we no doubt will see a lot of scoreboard changes.
And we saw what Louisiana Tech did last week at Southern Miss. 2 weeks ago, it was Houston Baptist getting within a late two-point conversion of tying Texas Tech in Lubbock. The Huskies certainly have the Bulldogs' attention.
Well, indeed they do. You know, there's nothing normal about this so-called new normal in college athletics. Here we are in the final weekend of September. This is only the second game of the season for the Bulldogs. And for the Huskies, it's the penultimate game of the year in this truncated schedule.
Tech ended its 2019 with a shutout win over the Miami Hurricanes down the road in Shreveport. Then after the bizarre offseason, the opener versus Baylor was canceled after a COVID-19 outbreak here in Ruston, largely due to Hurricane Laura hitting the city. Because that Baylor game was lost, that meant the entire non-conference schedule was overhauled for the Bulldogs.
Well, Chris, maybe the delay was worth it because Louisiana Tech a week ago finished in scintillating fashion with a last-second victory in Hattiesburg, Mississippi.
Down 17 points at one point late in this ball game, Lynn, but Louisiana Tech wins it. Luke Anthony hitting Griffin Hebert, and after further review, Hebert did get that foot in bounds. Tech starts its season 1-0.
Well, we have a small sample size to show you, but let's compare some numbers between tonight's opponents.
The biggest numbers that really hit you, Lynn, are on the HBU offensive side, specifically the passing yards. Tonight we'll see Bailey Zappi on display. He broke his own school record against Texas Tech, 567 yards and 4 scores versus the Red Raiders.
Well, tonight here in Ruston, there's the potential for a lot of points. We hope you'll stay with us right here on ESPN3. The Bulldogs, the Huskies, next from Ruston. Welcome you back to Ruston, Louisiana. Chris Mycoskie, Lyn Rollins with you as Louisiana Tech hosts a football game for the first time in this season. Lots of sunshine here in the early evening of Ruston, Louisiana. A beautiful evening unfolding. Conditions should be favorable, and we are going to see 3 quarterbacks, actually, who can throw the football very well. There will be a pair of signal callers, Luke Anthony and Aaron Allen, for the Louisiana Tech Bulldogs. And, of course, a guy already with a national reputation after last season, Bailey Zappi. As you see, Vic Shealy,
the first and only head coach in Houston Baptist history, actually took the program over before they had a single ball or jersey there on campus in Houston.
This is the 8th season of football for HBU. They won 5 games for the first time a year ago. And we are set for the kickoff. Houston Baptist won the toss but deferred its choice until the second half. And this kick is deep into the end zone. Louisiana Tech will put its offense on the field, on its home field, for the first time this year. There's Skip Holtz, also in his 8th season as Louisiana Tech head coach. And his postseason record over the last 6 years has been unblemished. In fact, that 6-game bowl winning streak for Louisiana Tech, one of the very best in the country. That's an elite group that has won 6 or more bowl games.
And able to pick up the 14-0 victory over an ACC opponent in the Miami Hurricanes. And what a great day that was at Independence Stadium last December.
Luke Anthony will take the first snap, an industrial organizational psychology major in graduate school at Louisiana Tech. This may be a broken play, and Anthony is dragged down at the line of scrimmage.
Anthony coming off a week where he was awarded the Manning Star of the Week award, and also an honorable mention for the Earl Camber Tyler Rose Player of the Week. All over the country, people recognizing what kind of performance he had in Hattiesburg.
2nd and 9 and an empty backfield. There is pressure coming. Anthony is able to elude it and now throws it at the last moment, and the catch is made at the 32-yard line. That one hauled in by Isaiah Graham. Isaiah Graham, out of nearby Bastrop, started his career at TCU, and he was a safety valve receiver after the scramble by Anthony. So 3rd and makeable. The line to make is the 35, 3rd and 3 for the Bulldogs. Two protectors in the backfield this time. Anthony under pressure again, tries to set up the screen and dumps it off into a pile of bodies that hits the turf. So that's pressure early, Chris, by HBU. They've been able to get to the quarterback.
Really doing a really good job penetrating the line, and certainly with the men up front, Louisiana Tech has the bulk, has the skill, but right now HBU showing a lot of heart finding their way to Luke Anthony.
Jarrett Stearns is back to receive this punt. He's waiting at the 20-yard line. There is a flag down. The kick turns over, and Stearns makes the fair catch at the 28. But there is a penalty marker down at the line of scrimmage. If this is against HBU, it's going to extend the first possession for Louisiana Tech.
Offsides defense number results in a first down, Louisiana Tech.
That's a 5-yard penalty on 4th and 3, and Louisiana Tech will put its offense back on the field with possession at the 32-yard line.
What a huge mistake this could end up being for HBU. They have a great defensive series to start this ball game and a chance for Bailey Zapp to get the ball in hand and punch one in before Louisiana Tech has an opportunity to do so. Instead, your defense has to return to the field and go at it again, 1st and 10 for Tech.
And your point is well made because it played out. It looked like it was going to play out exactly the way HBU wanted it by getting the possession back. However, Louisiana Tech on the penalty has the first down at the 37. A delayed handoff goes to Justin Henderson, and he doesn't find much at the line of scrimmage. They'll mark him down with no gain. 2nd and 10. Henderson out of Lake Wales, Florida, by way of Coffeyville Community College. And he is one of the better running backs in Conference USA, along with his teammate Israel Tucker. And we'll also see Greg Garner, who had a fine 4th quarter in that comeback victory against Southern Mississippi.
Yeah, Bulldogs spread the wealth really well last week. 3 runners, all of them you mentioned, with 40-plus yards against USM.
Henderson tries it again, and HBU stacks it up for a minimal gain, a couple maybe, out to the 39-yard line. Chris, it's very early, but I've been impressed with the tenacity and the toughness of this HBU defense, especially up front.
Oh, absolutely. I think they're surprising everybody who's watching the game tonight who's familiar with HBU. They're obviously were able to hold Texas Tech at bay for a lot of the time 2 weeks ago, but you certainly don't expect Louisiana Tech's offensive line to get beat so often.
The line to make for a first down is the 47. That pass is on the way, caught and then fumbled backward and picked up by Houston Baptist. It's going the other way, and a saving tackle is made near the 15-yard line. All sorts of things happening on that play, and Houston Baptist, with Isaiah Cash coming up with the loose football, has a first down deep in Louisiana Tech territory.
Isaiah Cash, part of that young secondary for HBU, and you see I think he got a couple of steps in, made a football move, so that will be a catch. Officials will likely take the time to get another look at it.
And that right indeed is going to be the case, yes. Chris, as looked like Graham
4th down
was in possession of the football legally before it came out and was recovered by Isaiah Cash.
And officials now saying the call is incomplete. So they will bring the Tech offense back on the field. The HBU defense still awaiting the official review to be initiated. Hasn't happened yet.
So 2 first-quarter breaks going Louisiana Tech's way. One of them extended the drive. The second one was ruled against HBU on a fumble or catch. It was ruled an incompletion. And now the punt is away. This one is a short one. There is contact. The ball is loose at the 33-yard line. And there is a pileup. And the officials have not yet indicated where possession will belong.
You talked about Tech already getting 2 huge breaks. This might be the third. It is Tech ball.